What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So it's that time again. Time for the back nine. What topic are we going to discuss today? What if? I see so much potential with everything that's being done in the MCU and utilization of little points, especially like Captain Carter has become a big thing. And the Doctor Strange aspect of it all, that I could see Marvel dipping into this. I think this is a really good topic. I just want to thank Ben from CBSI for allowing me to record this video and putting out this amazing content. If you're not checking out that website, there's a link in the description. Also, a shout out to my man Phil for Vintage Comics and Toys for hooking this up and always putting this format out there. Getting all these panel members together, it's got to be hectic at times to gather all this information and try to get it done on a weekly basis. So let's take a look exactly at what we're talking about here, and we'll get going right now. So this week we are going to expand into the best What If comics and multiverse keys. The Loki show, What If show, and now Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness are pulling a lot of source material from the comics. Although not all comics are being used for screen content, still, there remains a lot of comics with classic stories getting more valuable as collector's items. Along the same mindset, multiverse books are getting warmer and trendier. This past week, we also had What If Miles Becomes Captain America become a hot-selling book. With that in mind, we are picking on screen spec. We're picking on screen spec and spec not needing to be on screen. As always, if you pick you would like you to recommend, please leave one in the comments below. As I always say, leave comments on the CBSI forum. Leave comments here because that way we share it with the community. Either way, we just keep expanding everybody's knowledge, and I think that's what this is all about, is just getting more and more knowledge and being able to look a little further into the future. I'll tell you right now, just an example of expanding knowledge is, as we're speaking now, the Obi-Wan trailer dropped. And I had the opportunity to buy some books this weekend, and I passed up on them just because I wasn't up to date on a book. That probably is a nice potential flip, but that's what happens. And videos like this and stuff that keep it thorough, and the principal defects and guys like that put out, bringing things to light. Also, if you're watching and you see FOC, you're gonna see great books that are coming out in the future, and I think my man Joker, M21, and Josh Grab do a great job with that, and Gomez and that whole East Meets West crew. So just videos to watch, channels to watch if you're not. And let's take a look at the first pick over here, because I think we're gonna have a good one here. All right. So Topher goes with New Avengers number 33, God Emperor Doom, Secret Wars key. This story could lead into Secret Wars on screen, and also is a contender for first God Emperor Doom, depending on when you consider him becoming that version of the character. We can debate the cameo in Secret Wars number 1 and what may be considered a first full in Secret Wars number 2, but this is just an awesome cover too. Peter Renner covered this in Dollar Bin Diving a while back, and that was from Topher. So for those that don't know, that is an iconic Del Auto cover right there. And Secret Wars series he's talking about is the more modern, the Mark Brooks modern version, which I have referred to a bunch of times. I think that somewhere down the line that's going to have to be worked on, only because of everything, the tie-ins to Doom and Valeria Richards and Sue Storm and everything else. It's just going to be that Sue Richards, excuse me, Sue Storm. I'm dating myself right there. But it's that important of a book. And now let's take a look at pick number 2. And Foreign Comic Guru is going to go with Captain Carter number 1, the 1 in 25 animation variant. A brand new book, but really nice. It's the first Captain Carter. In my opinion, it should be the book. It should be the book, since it is Peggy Carter as Captain Carter and not Captain America. She is going to play a big part throughout the What If seasons and in Multiverse of Madness. I like that pick a lot, and he's right. This is the first time she is Captain Carter, not Captain America. Now, Terry Harkness goes with a all-time classic, What If number 1. It's the first issue, the first What If story. This was where all the lore of What If started. So this one will always be an important book for any Marvel comic fan. And he's absolutely right. It's a square bound also. It's a white cover from the late or early 70s. I remember these books just being my go-to books, all of them. What If 2? You've got the Marvel bullpen. You've got Bruce Banner doesn't become the Hulk. You just had great stories. I mean, Jane Foster, they're tapping into that now. That's What If issue number 10 from back then. So, they can go so far back, and there's so much content that any of these titles really, if well written and with a good story, can become a next great or future hit. I like that. I like that a lot. Also, it's a tough book, though, to get in the 9.8. Tough to find. You see them a lot in the wild, but not clean copies. Terry Hawkins also goes with another iconic book. This is a book I read to death. I just loved this premises back in the day, and that's What If number 31, The Death of the Hulk. This was such a popular story when it came out, with a crazy plot twist to the end of Hulk 181. Years later, they did the same with What If number 50, where the Hulk kills Wolverine. This is a good comic for Wolverine, Hulk, and What If fans. I couldn't agree more. Like I said, one of my all-time favorite covers and What If storylines. Now, Josias Ocampo goes with Spider-Verse number 1, the 1 in 25 variant from 2014, the First Lady Spider. For my multiverse pick, I'm going to go with Spider-Verse 2014, the 1 in 25 variant. This issue has a ton of spiders, but most importantly, it has the first appearance of Lady Spider, the steampunk Spider-Woman. You get a ton of spiders on the cover of this variant, plus the first appearance of a badass spider that could easily become a fan favorite down should she ever make an appearance in the Spider-Verse movie. I've come to learn that there are no maybe or no's. We've seen Spider-Ham becoming a fan favorite, and Spider-Man Noir. Those are characters that I was never, ever thinking would become something big. And look at what they've done. It's amazing. And I like that pick. I actually might have to look into that book. That's one of those books that once I watch these videos here, as I'm going through the slides, I decide, I got to put that on my list. All right, so Jack Gornblatt goes with Future Imperfect number 1, the first Maestro. First off, it's one of the best Hulk stories out there. Second, Maestro as a character just refuses to go away. Secret Wars, Bendis' Avengers, Contest of Champions, and World War M are just some of the many recent stories to prominently feature him. Lastly, Maestro has such incredible cinematic potential. I could easily see him being a future antagonist for She-Hulk or the Avengers. The book is still available at decent prices and thus represents a great low-cost opportunity with a lot of potential. If you have not read Future Imperfect, it's a 2-part story arc. It's a must-read. A great book to invest in. It's relatively cheap. The thing with that, just be aware, hard card stock on that book. So 9/8 are tough. When you're looking at it, make sure if you're seeing color break ticks, those ticks are probably, or any heavy indents, probably not going to be able to be fixed on those kind of books. So just something to think about. And now let's take a look at the next pick here, because I like this one too. And that's Chris Nelms goes with What If First Venom Possessed Deadpool number 1. Classic Scotty Young cover, and to me a major mashup character that has not lost any popularity and has remained so cool and timeless all these years. I mean, I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, what is this thing? And I couldn't believe the value that this book carries. To this day, this book maintains its value. It's one of Scotty Young's bigger covers, and a book that if you find in the wild, because some people don't know what it is a nice little pickup. And now Chris Nelms also went with Ultimate Fantastic Four number 1, The First Maker. I'm thinking this might be the Reed Richards we might get. The Maker is an interesting spec for the MCU. That's a book that you can find everywhere for $1, $2, $3 at tops. That's a flea market find all the time. Probably, yard sale finds and all of that stuff. If that book ever pops, forget about it. There's gold and there's money to be made in those dollar bins. Those picks like that are the ones I love the most, because you know what, you get the most bang for your buck with them. And now Van Denby goes with What If, number 37. It's the classic story. I'll go with one of my favorite What If stories, I think. Not going to spoil it, but you'll have to read it and check it out. Awesome cover too. I have not read this story, and he's got me curious because I'm seeing the Beast and the Thing. It looks like there's a meld of some sort between the two of them. So it might be something I might have to look forward to. I like it. I like the premises. Two great characters mashed up some way. But definitely something that we'll all have to read and comment in the comments over here. So those are the picks. And I had to pick mine out. I was torn. There were two books that I wanted to go with, but in the end, I decided to go with this book here. And I'll show you right now. And it's What If Magic Became the Sorcerer Supreme. It's an amazing Jeff Deckel cover. With mutants debuting in the MCU very soon, I can see magic being utilized in some form. She's too powerful and popular character not to be used on some movie or TV platform. This Deckel cover is amazing and a book I can see becoming something down the road. Now, this book already carries a $15 to $20 price point on it. But think about this, right? Magic, although she was introduced, I believe that was like a Fox movie, that character is just too powerful and too many strong ties, not only to mutants, but to mysticism and the dark magic arts and everything else. She was part of Strange Academy. She's a teacher there, so she could tie in all throughout there. So the potentials are endless with that. Unfortunately, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned, because this Friday I'll be going live with my 4K sub giveaway. So that should be interesting. I got some nice books that we're going to give away and just share with the community. And if you're free, the 19th, March 19th, keep saying it. Gonna keep saying it because I don't want you guys ask me all the time, what shows are you going to? Well, King Khan is a show to go to. King Khan 2 is March 19th. It is a show for the community, by the community, and it's a can't miss. It's probably going to be the best little show that goes on within at least the tri-state area, but I think even further than that, it's just that popular. It's becoming that popular a show. So make sure you get out there. If you do and you see me, say hello. Have a nice little conversation. Talk some comic books. Until my next video, peace.